What's up? What's up? Welcome. I'm Big Mister. My beautiful wife, Cakes.
What's up?
Missing Cakes presents Marriage and Marijuana. We got the presenters. We got the M&M fam.
We got 5 on it.
We always got 5 on
We
it.
all on it.
All the time. Because if one on it, we all on it. And we all on it if one on it.
Yeah.
You know.
And there's no cakes without the
what? There's no Mister without the.
There's no cakes without the.
There's no cakes without the Mister.
No, Mister. Yeah, I do it like that.
Okay. There's no. Go ahead.
There's no cakes without the.
Mr.
Yeah, you gotta do it like the color purple.
I gotta do it like the color purple.
Yeah.
Mr. How y'all doing tonight? How y'all doing today? In all part of the world, it's been dreary, rainy. But it also seems in other parts of the world, a lot of crazy shit been going on. Females killing a baby dad, or is it husband?
Unaliving.
Yeah, unaliving. Excuse my language.
We got to use social media language.
Oh, got to use that social media term.
Yeah.
People been unaliving a man on Facebook. I don't want to mispronounce your name. Is it Amuya? Welcome. Yeah, crazy. That's crazy. I ain't even know about it. My wife happened to stumble upon it and showed me.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yes. I was like, oh my gosh. Mississippi has been on the map already because they just experienced a flood. So we're gonna a tornado, my fault. So a big shout out to Florida, to Mississippi, because it's been lit. It's been pretty lit.
In certain parts of Georgia also had a tornado in Alabama today. Some wreckage, so prayers go out to them. Yeah, by accident on purpose. You know what?
See, what we heard is it was on purpose. And then once the person realized, they probably went into shock and was like, oh my gosh, I did this by accident, or I didn't mean to do it. Because like after 5 minutes, that's what they were saying.
But why? If I was always taught, if you're not gonna use it, don't pick it up. Why did she even pick it up?
But
she didn't have to do all that.
Because people do that all the time when they arguing and stuff. They quick to pick up that piece if they got it. And I'm not saying it's okay, because it's definitely not okay. Like, that's how these kids is bringing them to school now. 4-year-olds bringing them to school. That's how. She had her access was too easy, and the children was out. So it's just crazy.
You're saying, in your opinion, it was premeditated? I kind of feel like that, because there was no reason for her to pick up no gun.
And she said it. She said it before she did it. So that is considered to be, I guess.
And then the mother didn't make the situation any better.
I know the mom probably feel real bad.
Yeah, the mother was very confrontational as well. He seemed very, yeah, she said it, yep. He seemed like he just wanted to get in there and get out. The mom was confrontational. The daughter was confrontational. You know, it's just fucked up. I really think I know. Go ahead.
And the T is that he was gay.
So they say.
The T is that he was gay because the girl found out that they had a couple kids together, and come to find out her husband, they was married, is doing it to a dude. So she like, no, that's not happening. So she on Facebook Live, and she like, no, it's not going down like that. I'm about to confront him about the allegations. That's how it started. Now, was she packing, or was it in the closet? I don't know where that thing was. But she was able to retrieve it from either herself or like out the closet or something quick enough for him to not be able to do nothing, Maybe that's happened so many times that he didn't think that she was going to pull the trigger.
and they just celebrated the anniversary. Crazy.
Ooh, that's
see, this is
things happen in a blink of an eye. You do not even know. Like things happen in such a blink of an eye. You won't even believe it until you sit in there like, oh my gosh, did this just happen? Did this just really happen? Oh my gosh.
See, this is my thing.
And that's kind of what she was saying. I keep cutting you off.
You do. You do. Go ahead.
That's kind of what she was saying when she was like, after 5 minutes, she was like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, husband, whatever the husband name is. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do it. But it was like after 5 minutes of commotion and stuff, after the shots went off. So, I mean, I'm going to let Mr. say what he got to say, but this is, it's just devastating because we don't need no more, added to what we got going on as women. We was just talking about how women is so masculine and less feminine. Not saying a feminine woman won't bust, because a feminine woman definitely will. But, it's just not helping with what we was talking about the whole weekend about masculine men, masculine women, feminine women. Because this is a clear situation. If he was really gay, this has got to be a clear situation of what we was talking about. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, she ain't trying to help him. She damn sure didn't. But this is my thing, right? This goes for both male and female. When we get in arguments, we say things, and some of the main go-to females are going to say about a man, his wee little, he gay, he a bum, or he got a problem, or he got a problem with his hands.
He broke.
Right. So for her, for the allegations to be that he was homosexual or whatever, I just can't go off. Yeah, it ain't far fetched, but what up, Double H? Welcome, but I just can't go for it because there are things that will be said continuously, not continuously, but that is said by a lot of males and a lot of females. Males gonna say the female coochie stink or this and that. You know how that goes.
But I'm gonna tell you how something else goes too. More than half of the time, when that person got them allegations about somebody dealing with the same sex, it's true. Come to find out, it be true. So she probably has some solid proof for her to be live, trying to out him. Because she could have outed him in private without even going live. The mama was enough. The mama was enough commentary over there with all that she was saying, which was not helping the situation at all.
She was masculine in one of their photos, she was throwing up signs. Yeah, I relish the day that we can go back to seeing not females throwing up signs and pictures, but
children.
But children as well.
Yes. Because that's all that's getting locked up now is the kids. It's these young men and young women that's joining these forces with these gangs, and it's not a good outcome. It's not a good outcome. So was she in relation to something like that? Who knows? I didn't see that picture, but if she throwing up signs, more than likely she's affiliated.
But how old was she? 28 or something like
28.
Like 28.
How young? That is so young to have your life just maybe, that big change. That's young.
And real quick, I know the sidebar came fast tonight. It's about to come fast. So I was watching, me and my wife was watching a YouTube couple channel, and they're sitting down eating food.
I think we're gonna react on them. I think we're gonna do. I'm gonna do I'm gonna do some shorts and see how y'all like them, and if y'all want us to react or me, because Mr. don't like to do that much reactions no more, we're gonna go from there. Because it's somebody that y'all watch. We all watch the same people. So who he talking about is somebody we watch.
So the child, they was eating at the table. The child had some meat residue on his hand. That's the best word I can look for.
They was eating
meat
ribs.
residue. Because they was eating ribs, and he literally stuck his hand out for a big ass overgrown dog.
Well, imitation ribs because it had no bone in it.
It could have been pork.
Pork ribs got bone on it.
Not really.
But they didn't look like pork ribs, babe. We cook pork ribs all the time.
So he stuck his hand out and let this big overgrown dog lick off his hand, turn right around, touch the meat with his hand, the same hand the dog bit off, ate. And then the woman, his stepmother, followed up behind. She ate something out of his hand. And 4 people eating out of one big ass salad.
Ew.
You know, I don't know about that, but that's just nasty. And what parent would actually sit there?
They say dogs have the cleanest mouths.
I don't give a damn about that.
I don't know how when they look out the toilet bowl though. How can dogs have the cleanest mouths when they look out the toilet bowl?
Toilet bowl water itself, you know what? Whatever. But yeah, if I'm a parent, first of all, I don't want no dog or pet around anywhere where we eating at, where we cooking at, or none of that. I don't want that.
Yeah.
Damn sure not right next to you. And you got your hand right there. Dogs, we all know.
But you know, some families have their dogs eat with them. You know, like that the dog is a part of the family, so the dog eat when they eat.
The dog can be a part of the family.
Kids love to pass food under the table to the dogs and let the dog lick their hands. Kids love to do that.
The dog can be part of the family, eat when we eat, but he gonna eat over at his plate, at his designated eating area. Because I mean, shit, that's just nasty. Anyway, so we listened to some of the live last night, and Double H, you made a good point when you said that I don't think I'm gonna be able to repeat it word for word, but you made a good point when you said that people should get with the person and not with an image, not with a look. We was talking about keeping the hair. Big E was talking about, his preference was for the long hair, and you said that people people should fall in love and desire the person when they're going to commit and not a look. And I wholeheartedly agree with you. We know people like what they like, but you can like what you like and a person still not be settled down material. Hence, sometimes you have to step out of your element. And as always, this is Speak Your Chat. This is Sacrilegious Sunday. Talk about any and everything. Whatever on your mind, we'll drop the link.
What is Sacrilegious Sunday?
Just going against the norm. Just talking about whatever. No rules, no regulation.
Is it normal to shoot your spouse? Is that normal?
Is it normal to shoot? No, it ain't normal to shoot your spouse.
Because we started off talking about the lady in Mississippi. I forget her name. I think it's Khadijah Brown, I think. But we started off talking about the lady that offed her husband on Facebook Live. And I don't think that's normal neither. I don't think that's normal. That's why I asked. Because you said it's Sacrilegious Sunday. So why not talk about stuff like that? Because that's not something that we normally see, is it?
Nah, we don't normally see it. I mean,
It's becoming more normal nowadays. Actually, it is something that we see more and more often. It's becoming more normal. It might not be so much as the woman, but look at this big case that's going on now. I don't know if it's closed, but I've been doing some research, and oh my gosh, what is his name? The guy in South Carolina that off
Murdoch.
his Murdoch. Oh my
Mm-hmm.
gosh, his wife and son. So I mean, it's happening.
Why? Why are people? I don't know. I really have no explanation for that. I have seen the uptick in females being involved in being unalived and actually committing more crimes and being more violent. I've seen the uptick in that now, and I have seen I've seen more. I'm just gonna say I seen an uptick in women becoming unalive and actually doing a lot of more
If someone is
violent
in
things.
here, I know a lot of ladies and some gents in here that watch Live Life. We all know because we do reactions on her. Y'all remember when she did that skit with her and Gerard? We don't know if it was a skit or not. When she pulled that hammer out, what if that would have went left? We know the kids was there too. However many was born at that point in time. I think Ryan probably was a baby. But let's say that went further than what we saw, because I'm pretty sure it went further than what we saw on here on YouTube anyway. Like, what if that would have been a situation where he wouldn't even be here to get his kids now, or maybe her because she didn't know how to handle it, and he took it out of her hand, and the gun it went off or something.
Um, I'm gonna reiterate. I think it's dumb to play with hammers if you're not gonna use it. There's never any reason to just pull it out and showboat because accidents do happen.
Right.
Um,
I totally agree. I totally agree.
I believe she says I don't believe she was playing.
I don't believe she was playing neither. I believe it was a serious moment, and they, probably turned it into a prank. Because usually when people do that, they don't have the real thing, you know? She had a real one.
Um,
And when Gerard came back telling the story, he wasn't laughing.
I don't blame him. That's not a funny moment. Don't play with me
He
like
probably
that.
didn't know what was about to happen next.
Don't play with me like that.
It was probably then at that point where he decided that he gonna start to jump ship. He said, "I ain't with this."
I mean, because let's be honest. How many people you think been unalive by people that they thought wouldn't do it to them?
A lot.
Who smiled in their face? Who told them they loved them? Who hugged them? Who you don't know. You really, I mean, you could never really know what's on nobody's mind and what's in their heart for real, for real. Honestly, I don't care how long you've been with them. You just
True. True indeed.
because honestly, if I came in, I probably walk right the fuck back out if I could.
What you mean?
Hypothetically, if I was in a situation like that, I would. You ain't gonna play with me like that. You ain't gonna play with me like that because I know accidents happen, and everybody don't come back. You know, oh, it went off and I got hit in the shoulder. I'm all right. I forgive you. No, hell no. Once you do that, we done. Double H say is a me. It, Mayu. I'm gonna say Mayu. I can't pronounce the whole name. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I was gonna say Mayu. No one knows until you start seeing signs. What are some of the signs? Irritation, um, short patience is okay. Control. Hmm. So, do you think the Facebook lady was trying to? Well, I guess you do. You think she is trying to control the husband she unalived? Obsessive and jealous. You know, some people. How you know what? That goes in line with last night control. A lot of people use suggestive control.
Yeah.
A lot of people suggest things, may mention things, don't come out fully and try to dictate what you should do, but they suggest. That's suggestive controlling. That's a dangerous. That's a pretty smart tactic, but it's dangerous. The whole relationship, in your opinion, she tried to control him. Like, I mean, only seen a small portion of what was going on. He looked like he was trying to avoid any confrontation. She tried to say that he smacked her,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
which excuse me, which I don't put out. I ain't I'm not putting it past him. I'm not putting it past him. Maybe he didn't try to do anything because the mother was there. It could very well be true. It could very well be true, but she had options. She had options she could have took prior to him being unalived. She could have got restraining orders. Could have, I don't know if it's her place or his place or they place together. She could have left. Um, Hell, call your brothers your uncles. Something, but she didn't have to unalive him. And in the matter that it happened, it really looked like she was the instigator. She looked like she amped herself up to do it. She had a cheerleading section and a coach.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, why go live? She wants to be on stage, like seeking attention. Just let him go to work. Yeah, yeah. All he was just trying to get out of there.
He was just trying to get out of there, but she was trying to get them answers. She wanted to know about them gay allegations.
I ain't hear, you know what? I ain't hear her mention none of that. All I heard her mom was talking about what we got to talk about. What kind of conversation you want to have? What kind of conversation you want to have? Because apparently he said the grandmother don't do nothing or some type of friction she was causing in the relationship because she said, I'm here. I got out of my bed, came over here. I watch my grandkids. I do this and that. I be doing stuff. Um, so he had if it was really a gay allegation, it was never brought up in that whole time frame. Not from the time frame she went live and recording, it wasn't brought up.
Well, we we only seen 10 minutes.
Yeah,
We seen the last 10 minutes.
you,
I think the live. I don't know how long. I think the live was 20 minutes. I don't know.
No, she didn't bring it up. Right. And if she believes he bi, then do she really want to be with him after knowing? You know what? That's a good question.
I guess if she coming like that, she must was gonna try to still be with him, unless she really had it in her mind that she was gonna off him.
Oh, the video was an hour and so.
Oh, really?
Damn. Bly had the video. Okay, I have to check that out.
Mm.
Question. This for anybody in the chat. If your mate was bi, would you still want to be with him?
Like you found out already in a relationship, or they told you before y'all got serious. Okay, I want you to know I'm bi. Like, how does it happen?
See, that's the thing. If they tell you before y'all get involved, that's a little easier. I want to know if after you've been involved for a while and then they tell you they bi, would you still stay with them? Because if that's what they're trying to say, Big E said no.
Welcome, Ernest.
You know what, Big E? I'm surprised. I'm surprised you said no as being a man. Double H said mental health is real. I didn't hear about this. Oh yeah, I think it happened yesterday.
Today.
Today it happened today.
This morning.
This morning, damn.
Yeah.
So what freak level will someone go? Yeah, it's some people out there that will still stay. And see, I'm once again, I'm shocked. Big E said no as a man.
Why are you so shocked? You a man too. Would you say yes?
Huh?
Answer your own question. Would you say yes if I said I was bi? Right now. We've been together for a long time. If I say I'm bi, would you say, oh, man, I'm about to be out of here. I ain't sign up for this. Or would you be like, oh, more to the party, or okay, I can deal with it.
Okay.
Because I always think guys would be like, oh, more.
Honestly, I'm
having my cake and eat it too.
First off, I'm gonna ask you
for guys.
Okay, you like the opposite. Okay, you like the same sex. Okay, are you actively wanting to act on this attraction? That's what I'm gonna ask you first of all.
So you're gonna ask more questions with
I need to. I got if you're
why you can't never give a straight answer, and you be asking these questions, but you never give straight answers.
I give straight answers.
No, you don't. Like what?
I probably would still stay with
you. And you probably would have said yes. Like, why would you sit there and go?
I still want to know.
It depends on the schematics.
It does know.
Because you never know.
It does though. Because I still want to know if you're gonna act on it. Just because I stay with you don't mean I want you to act on it. Or I'm okay with it.
Well, I wouldn't stay with you. That'd be that time where
I want you to.
That'd be that time where I was skedaddle. I would chuck the deuces. I would be out. Like, oops.
Yeah, you absolutely right. Is no. Can't. Not me. I'm gonna go ahead and drop this link. That needs to be. See, you're right, but I wanted to know about in the middle of it.
Right, exactly.
What up, Olivia Pope?
Hey, Olivia Pope. Welcome.
See,
don't avatar pictures crack me up every time. Oh my gosh.
Me as a man, if my wife told me that she was bisexual, I I'm probably.
What if I said it on live?
If you said it on live,
Yeah, what if I said it on Facebook Live when you was getting ready for work? I came in there and said, "I'm bi, babe. You better hate it or love it. You ain't going nowhere."
I probably crack a joke. What up, Dawn?
Welcome, Dawn.
I probably would crack a joke because I probably would think you're joking at first, and I probably be like, "All right, y'all here? We taking applications." I be, you know, I be joking, and then I ask her, "You serious or you playing?" I'm gonna have to find out if you're serious or you're playing. And if you're serious, I told you my very first question would be, are you trying to act out on
it? Exactly. That's the face I'm giving Olivia Pope. Yes.
I mean, what? It can't be. It's possible. I'm gonna drop this link, and it's Sacrilegious Sunday. We talk about whatever.
Yes, evidently. Oh, Ernest gave the best answer. He said, "I don't want a gay man in my room, but I don't want another woman either." And this man over here talking about he taking applications.
I said
wow.
I said I'd be joking.
Wow, no, that says a lot. That says a whole damn lot.
It says a lot.
That
I was joking.
Not one time did you say, "I don't even want another woman," so you won't be, whatever.
I did say I want another woman. No, you didn't.
You said you would be taking applications.
No, what did I say?
Well, I guess y'all taking applications, y'all.
I said I don't want another woman. No, when I said that,
I said, look at you differently.
No, you don't look at me.
I look at you differently.
No, when I said that, I said I will stay with you. That right there is saying
and take applications.
That's when I said I will stay with you. That means I don't want another woman.
No, that and don't mean that.
Yeah, that's what it means.
No, it don't.
I'm telling you what it means.
No, it don't. Listen, oh my gosh, that's how you gonna do it.
It is. That's exactly what it means. I don't want another woman. I told you I wouldn't leave, and I will ask you, are you planning on acting out on this? Because that right there, we will have to have a conversation about. Because that don't just because I stay with you, did I not say this? The chat is my witness. Just because I stay with you, don't mean I want you acting out on it. That don't mean I'm in agreement with it. I said that. I know I said it.
I don't know.
I did. We dropped the link. Anybody want to come up, speak their chat, talk about whatever? The link is right there. Hit it. You can show your face. You don't have to. You already know. Speak your chat, Mr. Cakes, the presentation, the presenters, Eminem, the Big Five. So, I know. I said that after though, Olivia Pope. No. You did say I would think it as a thank you. I did say I would think it as a joke. The link is dropped. If you want to hit the link, come up, speak your chat. It's right there. I guess I'll move to the next thing. Oh, it would be a no for me. Dawn Smith says it would be a no for me too, because I can compete with another woman, but not a man.
Well, I need to charge my phone.
You know what? I totally agree with you. But you know what, Dawn? Know what's so crazy? I'm gonna tell you how men got it bad. Men got to compete with other men, other women. They got to compete with roses. They got to compete with
roses,
dildos, and all this other stuff.
No, just do it. No, if you're doing it, they won't need that stuff. I would reckon. They only use those things when they're lacking and they don't want to cheat. I reckon.
Even if so, what if you get a female? If
So
you get
how
a
was you competing when you're not
cause,
even
cause if
competing?
you get a lady, if you listen, if you have a lady that's been single for a while and she has to use toys and all that stuff, by the time you not everybody, I ain't saying all the time.
Desensitized.
Yeah, and it may not be true, but in my eyes, I have a theory. I think that they
So
will
if you
be
use it
desensitized.
on a person, you desensitize them too, right?
I believe so. I believe you are desensitizing the person's feeling with a actual person. I do. I think.
So what about the sex dolls that's out in China right now for $10,000? They got some for even 5,000 and whatever. What about those? What about those new Chinese sex dolls?
Well, I don't. I still, yeah, the same thing. Same thing applies. Olivia Pope say, is the person cheating or are they just bi? See, that's the same thing I was asking Olivia Pope.
No, you
If she
wasn't.
asked me, if she told me she was bi, is she acting? Does she want to act out on these this attraction, or is she just letting me know? So it makes a difference. It makes a difference. Yet and still, you may still be like, every time they round a female, or you round a man, you may be like, I gotta keep my eye out. We got Izza back here. Welcome,
Good
welcome.
evening.
Hey, Maya.
Hey, am I echoing?
Nope, you're good
You're
so
good.
far. Welcome.
Thank you.
So how do you
Yeah,
pronounce your
I
name?
miss Mayo.
Okay, I
Mayo.
said it right.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Mayo. I just said is it not it's fine. But anyway, um, I missed the topic last night, but like, oh man, I'll be missing you guys because I be going to bed early because I be having to, I work at a school, so I wake up early in the morning. But I got one tonight. I'm gonna have to sacrifice some stuff.
Yeah, you have to be
Yeah,
here. And when you're not, catch the replay. Because we be
Right,
getting
right,
out.
right, right.
Definitely
Oh,
catch that
most
replay.
definitely. But you was talking about what you was talking about the lady, the husband, and or the bisexual. Um, well, okay,
Which
let's talk about the bisexual. How would you tell
okay.
somebody, or if how would somebody accept if your sexuality, I guess, or no,
Well,
how she felt it, or I think okay. Anyway, um, it depends. I guess everybody's different, right? And some may experience, 2-on-1, or
mm-hmm.
four, whatever. But like I said, most dudes want two females. They don't want, two dudes, and that's like, not fair in some people's eyes because some
Right.
females want two dudes, right? I mean, and then be like, oops, but that's not my fault. I mean, that's y'all, whatever y'all doing, whatever. But would you be with someone after that? Um, if
Ooh,
y'all
that's
playing, no, it's like nothing serious. No, I mean, one time, that's it, that's it. But
uh,
if you're in committed relationship, like marriage, if a husband suggested or if a wife suggested, maybe that's a conversation that need to be had.
but mm, if Cakes came to me and said she was interested in
Interested in what?
a threesome and
With the man or a woman?
with a man, first of all, it's a total no.
A
I
resounding
but
no.
she,
a
but she
resound.
coming to you. But you said she coming to you with it though.
Yeah, she's coming to me with a no. I'm not. I'm not going to her with me and another dude. I'm not. That ain't even happening.
Yeah.
Um. Yeah, I'm closed minded on that one.
Yeah.
But open minded to be taking applications if I wanted to
I
be
was
bi.
joking,
Right.
woman.
But yeah, some things you don't joke about. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
For real. For real. But anyway, you talking about the sacrilegious. And with that, our temple is sacred. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you can't disrespect our temple. You know what I'm saying? So since you want to talk about sacrilegious, that's what the title was. So I'm like, okay, sacrilegious, our temple, is sacred. And if someone of the same sex, some people might see that, your temple is sacred. You're not supposed to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, especially that penetration, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But
So,
I mean,
you know,
there's so many ways people have already defiled the temple. Uh,
right, right, right,
a lot of people feel like one more ain't gonna hurt it, but it does.
right, right, right. So, I mean, it is what it is. But I think that lady, Khadijah, I believe she was, um, I believe she's very masculine. Um,
Are you saying
I
that
can,
because
I can, uh, I feel that she had to play that tomboy role to another limit. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
Well, the
Yeah,
mom sounded kind of masculine as well,
yeah, yeah.
and
She
and
did.
and I want to put this just because women, have a voice their opinion and they may be loud or whatever. I'm not saying that. I'm not trying to say that makes them masculine,
No,
but
I'm talking about want to fight. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of the aggression type of. Not like a man supposed to be aggressive like that, but it's just I don't know. It's just that energy wasn't is like calm down. Like I don't know. It's like there's different routes you should have thought about taking
right.
before um doing what you did, man.
and then she said she didn't know it was a bullet in the chamber. Like,
Uh, I
I
called
don't.
Boycott on that because she said something about what somebody gonna die today or something, murder scene,
yeah,
something like
yeah.
that. So she playing on. It's like, why are you on live though? Like you want? I mean,
'Cause that's what people do. Like after that story, if you seen it on Facebook, excuse me, I'm smoking. If you seen it on Facebook, then you see like they have other stories behind it that's similar. That's what everybody doing now. Do you want to? If you want to catch your husband cheating, go live when you got your evidence. Let's go.
that's
You want to
crazy.
tell your husband to lie or whatever? Let's go. We going live and doing it.
If you
I
gotta
think
do all that, if you ain't got no trusting relationship, why be in it? You know what I'm saying? Why still like put more gasoline on the fire? Just move around. I mean, I know you're supposed to be with them through thick and thin, sickness and health, and all this other stuff. You know the vows, and that's sacred too. You know, but she should obey her vows first of all. If he want to go out there and do what he do allegedly by her words, whatever, I mean, she had to accept that that's her husband.
Yeah. Big
So
E says, I'm a firm believer that if you buy, then you are gay. And in the start of a relationship, if I was interested in who you presented yourself as to now who you choose to be. Okay. Olivia Pope says, I think it's important to note that the scripture that Christians use in Leviticus was not about homosexuality. It was actually God forbidding adults from touching children.
mm.
Hmm.
I was talking about. Well, I was thinking about Sodom and Gomorrah.
More.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking
Yeah,
about.
but
Nothing
I'm gonna
about.
have to reread that one.
But like everybody's belief. I'm not trying to, because I really don't. I
I feel
mean,
you, I understand.
I got my own beliefs too, and so it's like it really comes from your heart. I mean, how you feel, you treat people how you want to be treated. That's the number one rule. So yeah, but yeah, I got on here.
Hey,
I didn't stutter a little. I didn't stutter too much, but yeah, I was so scared. Like, oh God.
We welcome you to the presentation as always.
Yes.
You're welcome to present your presentation and speak your chat.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I'm finna drop back down if I want to come back up again. I know what to do.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am. We
Thank you
that's
for
what it do.
coming through. Speaking your
That's what
chat.
it do. All right, all smiles.
All right, y'all. That was Mayu. Shout out to her for coming up here, speaking her part, y'all. If you want to, just hit that link. Come speak your chat.
So I see what Big E said. So now I got a sidebar. Is it possible in the middle of a relationship to actually change your sexual preference?
People do it all the time.
Is that embedded already? Were they all?
I think. Oh, go ahead.
Were they already?
Probably feeling that way, but they just not telling the person after having 2 kids or getting married or buying a house. You know, like.
Now that's something I don't understand, and I'm not judging anybody, but I don't understand how women and men can have children and then turn around and decide to be homosexual. Not dissing anybody. I don't know, that's kind of like in the middle of your life, just deciding you want to switch your sexual preference, and it's not right or wrong. And I have no shit. It ain't gonna put weight on me or make me lose weight. I know it's ain't gonna make me shit, but whatever. If someone can get a viewpoint on that right there, or if you whatever you want to talk about.
Basically, everybody is saying, like some people that's want to direct it towards the Bible is saying it's wrong. Period. Like it just can't happen. And some people are saying, you in it, so if that's what you want to do, then stay in it. If not, then like you said, move around. That was funny. Yeah, I think it's really to each his own. Everybody's different. And nowadays our relationships is nothing traditional. These is modern type relationships, and there be a lot of different things going on, and sometimes we see it and hear about it, because it may be a friend of ours, a family member, or something that we watching on YouTube or something. So we definitely know that it ain't like it used to be. And we know that people out there, they outside, they doing whatever. And if you is, don't be waiting too late to tell your partner. That's all I got to say. Don't be waiting until the last minute. That's all I'm going to say.
Now, you said things aren't like they used to be. Now, the other day I touched on that too. I said, back in the day, our grandparents, when they married, the age difference was so vast.
Right.
Nowadays, it's frowned upon. An older person marrying or getting with a younger person.
Well, it's illegal.
I know, but why wasn't it legal back then?
Because they didn't make it a law yet.
See, a lot of people say our elders didn't know better. And I said
times was different then because
I understand times was different and things
children
changed.
Grew up way fast. We think these kids growing up fast now. They actually growing up slow.
No, I think they growing up faster.
No.
I think children are growing up faster. I ain't saying smarter now.
These gadgets got these kids a little warped.
I ain't say they're growing up smarter.
They don't even want to work. No. Okay. Now, back in the day, the kids grew up fast. That's why they was married off. They grew up fast. I mean, the men was already working by the time they was 5, 6 years old, little boys. By the time the girls get their periods, they, they're ready to be actual women. So they get married off. They get sent off to start their own family or help out with another family. And I don't know why it wasn't frowned upon back then.
And my thing is, I see you, Mayu. And that my thing is this: a lot of stuff that we were taught and they did back in the day, it's changed. I'm saying the world evolved, but a lot of people still want to bring up back in the day, a real man did this, a real man did that, but they want to live in the modern day times. But they want you to live up to back in the day standards.
Well, that ain't never. See, that's hard because it shouldn't have never changed. A real man being a real man and providing for his family, like we talked about last night. We had some good, realistic lives these past couple of nights, y'all. If you have not touched that replay, make sure you hit the replay on the lives we did these past couple of days because it was definitely it was worthy. It's been worthy, but I I don't know.
I know.
I don't know.
Mayu said, how about coming to someone and see if they want to have a poly relationship to end the drama? Coming to the person and asking for a polyamorous relationship, even if you are because you're bisexual.
Oh. Sometimes I be wondering how they be. You know, I always think that the man is being greedy, you know, because the way how they portray it is like he just having everything that he want, you know, like 2-3 women in the bed with him, you know, like you got to choose from this to this, and I don't know. I don't know, because we heard stories about that too, you know. I don't know where I just read this at. I mean, looked at it at. I think it was Ivana Fix My Life. It was like a polyandry couple, 3 people, 2 women and 1 man. Well, the man ended up getting left by the 2 women. The 2 women end up being together and kick the man out. You know? So I don't know.
So yeah, I don't know. That takes a different type of commitment. That takes a real different type of commitment. Because it is a chance that someone will be the odd person out, and that might be you. You call yourself, you know,
And that's the same in the threesome. The only difference is,
yeah, it's all a real chance.
Yeah, it's not too much of the same because if the girls got together behind the man back, because he ain't know, then don't you think the woman or the man is gonna be sneaking and trying to get with that woman that y'all had a threesome with, or that man that y'all had a threesome with?
Not necessarily. Some people do honor the rules that's set forward to do this. Some people
some
do.
Don't.
Some don't, but some do.
And you sitting there waiting to find out who do or don't. Shoot. I don't know.
So, because I need to touch on this again about the modern and back in the day. We all got, you know, elder family members that we admire, looked up to, that we love so much. We listen to these stories. We've been a part of some of these stories, and we relish in the fact that we consider them honorable. And maybe could do no wrong in our eyes, right? We even adapted some of their ways, and to hear or find out, or just to be told now, because we in modern times, that all that was wrong. It should have been done that way.
All what? Dating a young person?
No, not that. Not. I'm talking about just how they were. Period. I mean, I know we all have
working hard and providing.
It could be. I mean, just in general, babe. In general. I know we have to adapt to times. Everything evolves. I understand it. I do understand that. But it's like one of your heroes being exposed, one of your idols being exposed as a fraud. Maybe I ain't explain that right. All right, if I ain't explain that right, y'all, my bad.
Crickets.
If some pay attention, they was teaching us of what to come. I believe that too.
Yep, that's right. They sure was. So you got to pay attention because right now in Philadelphia, you can't drink the water. Philly is close to Ohio. They had like spills, chemical spills in Ohio, like the trail derailments. All of a sudden, you can't drink the water. The air is bad, and it's moving around from different states. And I said Mississippi on the map because I think it happened in Mississippi about a month ago. But the one in Philly just happened like today or yesterday. Friday. Happy Friday. I'm like, this is just not a coincidence.
Yeah.
This is certainly not a coincidence. So yeah.
And
they're telling us what's to come and showing us as well.
And I spoke to my father today. He said they was in the supermarket fighting over water. They was in the
yeah.
And the first thing I said to my
water, y'all.
First thing I
don't
said,
drink that water.
They fighting over Popeye chicken sandwiches. Why wouldn't they fight over the water?
Because they don't put enough out. When I've been going to the grocery store lately and I get the case of waters, there's not even 10 cases. It's like not enough. So of course they're gonna fight over it.
Want to go to Canada or Alaska?
Alaska seemed cool. Canada, definitely Canada.
Not when it's cold though. Not when it's cold because I know it
get real cold.
It get real cold there, and I can't stand the cold like that. Okay. I haven't done this in a while. It never gets old to me.
I'm Cakes. That's Mr. That's who's gonna do.
Okay. We all like. I assume we all like music in this chat. Right. And we all think, well, a lot of people think Mary J. Blige is the queen, got the best voice in R&B and can't be touched.
Her new show is like trash. I don't even feel comfortable saying that because Mary J. Blige is all that. But that new show on BET is not hitting.
Oh, your husband from Tanzania? Oh, wow.
Wow, where's that? Where's Tanzania?
I think Tanzania, ain't it? Let me see. Damn, now I feel stupid. Where the hell is it?
Wow.
Exposing big.
That's exotic. That's exotic. That's cool.
Yep, he's Africa.
Oh, that's what's up. He was right.
So how long y'all been married, and have you been for a visit or no? You don't really hear about South Africa a lot. Don't really hear too much about East Africa.
Okay. Door SNL.
1 year. Okay, not yet. It's a lot of people from over here that has moved over to
I
Africa,
know, right?
and but
That's gonna become normal. It's becoming really normal.
I ain't gonna lie, it's mostly celebrities that we see, and they got money, so
No, I've seen a couple people that I know.
I ain't seen none of that.
I've seen two people that I know, two women that I know. One, I guess they both um married an African. So I guess because I know one I went to school with, and then the other one I think I don't know. Well, I know they both live in Africa now, and it's been a couple of years.
How they living like ludicrous?
I don't know how Ludacris living, but they live in. I don't know. They living in the culture. I don't know how Ludacris is living. I haven't seen him do anything. How's Ludacris living?
He living good.
For real? I gotta see it. Show me something.
Soon, my husband has vascular dementia, and we making arrangements. So, okay, prayers up for your
Okay.
husband. Hopefully, all that goes well.
Yes. Yep. Gotta hold it down. Hold it down. So it's almost like scary for us to be in relationships sometimes. Like even though we know the person, sometimes it's scary to be in that relationship because you never know what the next moment is going to bring. You know?
Yeah, yeah. It's like
Yeah.
you go from laying down with the love of your life to sleeping with the enemy.
Damn. You
And
took it there?
yeah,
Ooh, that was a curve.
I mean, yeah, you go
That was a
from
curve. Ooh.
what does it take to make someone go from loving you to wanting to harm you like that?
Cheating.
It's more than just cheating. It got to be more than just cheating because
not
people know cheating.
respected.
People know cheating happens.
Disloyal. Disloyalty. Not being loyal.
Um, yeah, not being loyal. People change at the blink of an eye. But how? Well, why? What's the reason? Not being loyal, cheating. I don't think that's. I don't think that's enough to. I don't know. It gotta be. It gotta be something more. It's something deeper than that. Just make you snap. It's a hurt. It's a hurt down deep down inside that you ain't addressed. That came from somewhere else to make you do that. It had to. It had to be. It has to be some type of hurt that you didn't address throughout your life to make you snap like that. Or maybe you've seen some things that you promised yourself you weren't gonna go through. But it's something that that that's embedded in you. It's not. It can't be something that somebody did. I don't. Unless somebody physically came and tried to harm you, and it happened like that. If it's something someone did without harm, without touching you physically,
As you're
or
saying that, I'm thinking about the Khadijah Brown girl again. Like I'm trying to like picture.
trying to picture what made her do it.
Well, we believe that it was for the gay stuff, but like, yeah.
medication. I watched a real life story on Investigation Discovery. The dude killed his wife. Unalived his wife. Took a knife 100 times to her, mostly up to the neck and head, and tried to blame it on some cough syrup. Come to find out that
I seen that same thing.
you seen it too.
Yes, that's crazy.
Some cough syrup. Come to find out that he had already been taking the cough syrup because he was a recovering junkie from college. So he already was used to the cough syrup, but he tried to blame that on the cough syrup. No, nope, it wasn't even that. It wasn't
That's
even
not what I heard. I heard he took a little bit of the cough syrup, set it on the counter
so it
to
can
try
look
to
like
stage it to make it seem like he
it.
had took so much that because he told him he took so much and he didn't know how it would make him react, even though he Googled it.
No, he Googled the effects of it.
Yeah.
But he had already been taking that in college because he was a junkie.
And he called the ambulance talking about his wife or his girlfriend is all stabbed up and he don't know what happened. He think he did it. Like what?
Nah, it wasn't lean. It was something. It was something.
Right? She said it wasn't lean.
It was something with a C.
Something with high blood pressure.
Yeah, I've never heard of it before. It was a back in the day, John.
No, they still make it, but
do they?
I forgot. Yeah, I forgot what it's called too. But it's definitely still on the shelves.
Yeah, he tried to blame it on some cough syrup.
I was like, oh my gosh, like you got to be kidding me.
He had been better off saying he took some Ambien.
And they was young too. The girl was like 23 years old. You know, they was Caucasian. Yeah. But why did you say Investigation Discovery? Why you ain't say the ID channel like everybody else? I'm like, what? What? Why you ain't say the ID channel? He talking about I was watching Investigation Discovery and I want to be politically correct today. That's funny. I have not ever heard you say that. That was funny. Oh my gosh, that's ruined. Oh, you gotta make sure your phone don't get wet. You need a paper towel?
Yeah. Oh man. Don't forget Story of Us Missing Cakes, our new vlog channel. Subscribe to that thing. If you want to check a chance to win lunch, go ahead, subscribe, take a screenshot, DM us on Instagram, Marriage Marijuana, all one word. This is Speak Your Chat, Sacrilegious Sunday. As always, Speak Your Chat, talk about what we want to talk about. I dropped the link again. If you got something to say, hit it, come up. If you want to talk about something, want to discuss something,
next Sunday is going to be Sloppy Seconds.
Okay.
Or should it be Sloppy Seconds Saturday?
I thought it was, is it Shit Talk Saturday?
Next week is April already. Oh my gosh. Next week is freaking April. April 1st is next week.
The year is flying by.
It's almost April, y'all. Oh my gosh. Wow.
Some of us ain't got to wait till April 1st to be a fool. Some of us are already big fools.
That's funny.
Some of us are already big fools.
Big fool.
That's how it go. That's how it go. Oh, tonight, made some, peep this, made some air fried loaded baked potato mashed potatoes with some Salisbury steak and some cinnamon sugar, carrots, and sweet peas.
Oh, really? They were cinnamon sugar?
Pretty good meal, pretty good meal.
Yeah, it was good.
And always, if you got it, light it. If you sipping, we ain't tripping. If you're not, we implore that you do.
Yes, because we definitely blowing one.
As
We are
always.
definitely blowing one. But yeah, this weekend these lives that we did have been really interesting. I was enjoying doing the replay myself. We always go back and look at any messages we may have missed in the chat, or comment back when people comment or whatever. But I really enjoyed it. We I don't know if we back though. Like I'm trying to see like what's going on. I know y'all probably trying to see too. This is we're gonna see what happens.
That sound good. Man, that sound good. And guess what? You start cooking
Something
light.
simple.
Some
We were
light and
supposed to
simple.
have salad today, but the mushrooms went bad. But was that all that went bad? Just the mushrooms?
Yeah.
So we still could have had the salad. We could have used other stuff.
Oh, I ain't checked the other stuff. Rolling up the snapper.
I know that's right.
Big E, you still in here?
Woo.
Still in here, Big E, because I want you to answer this question that we went back and heard Double H made a statement. I want to know what you think about it, because I agree with it.
Oh, this is so sweet. Oh my gosh, this is good.
You still here, Big E?
They said it's a new taste. It's good.
Okay, Big E. Double H said that although you have these ain't words verbatim, but although you have a preference, when you should get with a person, or well, I ain't gonna say get with. You should start a relationship with a person based on what's on the inside, regardless of the preference on the outside. Because the outside may not be beautiful on the inside. So you can type it in, or you can hit the link and come up.
Oh, it's still thundering.
You should fall in love with what's inside, regardless of your preference.
Y'all hear the rumbles? It's thundering and lightning outside. It's actually been doing it all day. It did take a break sometime this afternoon and the sun came out, but then it just went back to storming. So you said what?
Okay, here you go. What would they do if one was blind? Great question.
Love is blind. Welcome, Ernest.
Hey, Mr. Cakes, how you doing this evening?
We're good.
Mister?
Mister, you had
Yep.
wanted him to ask a question?
All
What
right.
was the question?
The question was, shouldn't he be falling in love with the person what's on the inside of the person, regardless of the preference
Okay.
on the outside?
All right. Just like I said last night, and maybe I was misunderstood, but the thing is, yeah, you fall in love with a person for the inside and for the outside. Because the thing is, if I like big women and that's who I'm attracted to, and then midway through our relationship or our marriage, you decide that, oh, well, I don't want to be that way no more. Now I want to be 120 pounds. But that's not what I'm in love with. So what's going to end up happening is, since you decide to change it, or you try to change your appearance, and this is not what I fell in love with, that even though that I love you, I'm not gonna be attracted to you anymore because this is not what I like. And you
You
know that that's not what I like.
you know I keep hearing you. I hear you, but I just keep hearing you say what you fell in love with, and and it's the appearance. I know you're attracted to the appearance. You so although I love you, but it seems honestly, it seems like everything is based on the appearance.
No, because believe me, I dated some pretty unattractive women in my day. But the thing is, you fall in love with what you fall in love with. I mean, like that, we don't have control over what our heart as we like. And like I said, I'd be willing to try something, but if it turns to the point that I'm not interested anymore, then what I'm gonna do? Then I'm gonna be having a wandering eye because now I see somebody that is the way that I want it. And like I
Okay.
said, that's just my opinion.
Now,
But
hey, I understand. I understand.
I think that's
because
an honest, good point. Like the last part, like you, if you really think about it, that's realization. I
Yeah.
mean, it's difficult to stay the same the entire time. I think that's what a lot of people saying. But I mean, if you want to live in that fantasy and she's willing to do it with you, you know, do it, right? Because
Yeah, but I mean, but if they do change, you gotta. I mean, is your love conditional that you
no,
remain this way?
no,
So
see, it's not conditional, but what it is everybody has a certain type. Everybody does, whether they admit it or they don't. Sometimes, and when we accept it, what that called is that's called compromising. We'll compromise. We sit down, we come to agreement. But yeah, I want to do this. Just like with my wife, when she decided she wanted to cut her hair, we sat down, we talked about it, and I told her I expressed my dislike for it, and I expressed to her what I like. So even though she know that I don't like it, so we had to come to a compromise. So okay, well, yeah, you cut your hair the way you want it, so that you can cause like my wife do shows, so she had to cut her hair for a show that she would have did. But now to appease me as her husband, what she decided to do is, okay, well, I buy wigs that I can still look the same way that you want me to look. It's called compromising. And I was like, okay, well, I'm good with that. But the thing is, don't just. I mean, I come home one day and you walking around. I mean, and you looking like Jada Pickett on the award show. I mean, no, we can't do that because you know that that's a complete turnoff to me.
Jada Pickett on the award show
but
with
you,
that Will Smith slap.
uh, I understand. I'm me. Just speaking for me. If Cakes did something that she know that I really wasn't keen with, but she did it anyway because it's what she wanted for whatever reason. I'm gonna feel some type of way. I'm gonna talk a little shit. I am. I know me. Um, but me myself, I'm going to see it and find the beauty in it in order for me to be okay with it.
See, I think that you probably just saying that,
No,
but
no, no. I
but
promise you.
but my thing is, let's
You can
be
find
let's be
beauty in everything.
realistic. But this is my thing. Let's be realistic with a whole. Let's be realistic as for anybody. It's like I said, when like I wanted to, like I wanted to grow my beard out and
Mm-hmm.
look this way. My wife, she like, now you know that I don't like that. I told you that from the beginning. And I'm like, okay. And so, and then I used to get the Beijing put in it to cover all the gray. And she really don't like that. But if I just go to the barber shop one day, get cut up, get to Beijing, put it in and come back. Oh, she gonna be highly upset, and she gonna tell me, that's not a turn on for me. That's actually a turn off, and that's where we need to be honest with each other because yeah, it's not saying that she don't love me no more, but what it's saying is I'm not what she's that's not what she's attracted to. And I'm the same way when it comes down to women. If you're not what I'm attracted to, then I'm gonna start having wandering eyes because now I'm seeing what I am attracted to. And you know what? And things like that is what causes people to step out. I don't
Okay.
want her to have a reason to step out, and I'm not going to give her a reason, and I don't want her to give me a reason.
So is there ever a point where the inner beauty overtakes the outside beauty? Where the inner attraction overpowers the outside attraction? Is there ever a point that does that point ever come?
Yeah, I mean it can happen because one day she did a low cut, I mean, and a hairstyle, and I actually liked it. And I told her, I said, you know what? I'm for one don't really like care for this, but I actually like it. That's just like I'll be honest. And people laugh at me when I tell them this. The the it's a black actress. Everybody swear out that she's drop dead gorgeous. But I look at her and I'm like, no, I don't care for that. Because for one, her hair's too low. And I just don't like it. That's not something that I could look at every day and be turned on. So, but you got some people that love that. It's just for me, that just don't that with me, that's just not what I'm looking for in life. That's not and although I'm with my wife will tell you, and people laugh, but my favorite actress is Monique. Why? Because I like the women with hair, and that's the way she is. My wife will tell you, I'm in love with it.
Monique cut her hair though, right? Oh, she ain't cut her hair.
Yeah,
She
she
cut
cut her hair, but she wear wigs, and they look good.
okay.
And my wife
I,
can tell you the same thing. It's just it's who you attracted to. And if you want to keep the spark in your relationship after a period of time, how are you keeping the spark if I see you, yes, I love you, I respect you, but I see you and it's not what attracts me to you. How can I keep the spark going?
uh, well, that right there, that's a great question because apparently a lot of men been getting it wrong for many years how to keep the spark going. I guess the best thing is just to listen to a woman.
Ah, keep it. I would
Cause,
say keep it spicy.
but
I don't think doing the
what's
same thing
spicy?
all the time is it. I think switching up is definitely a plus. You know.
So keeping it spicy is the key to everything.
Yeah, no, not everything.
Baby.
Keeping it spicy and
Yeah.
communication. And
Yes.
that's where the communication comes in with you and another person is when you let them know that no, I don't like this. This is not what I'm attracted to. So if you tell them that, but yet instead they decide on their own that that's still what they're going to do, you don't communicated with them that you don't like that. You don't communicated to them what you do like, and it's up to them to either do it the way that you like it, or you're just not going to be interested. When you look at them, it's just going to be like a turn off. That's just like um, um, if you go like, okay, you see it now, you see it, especially down here in South Carolina, you see it a lot. Women walking around with bonnets on their head in the grocery store,
That's
in
everywhere.
at work, everywhere you go, going out to dinner. And my wife can tell you, I can't stand you, and like I said, or put a do rag on. Like I try to tell them. When I go to bed, I want to go to bed with Leslie, not Leroy.
My you back out and hit the link again.
And see, so and my wife know that. So if we want to keep it spicy there, yeah, I'm not telling you that you got to be all night because I know you got to wrap your hair up because you know you want to keep it looking good for the next day. But hey, you can do that afterwards, or
Uh,
you walking around with a bonnet and pajamas on. It's not attractive.
mm.
What if it's like lingerie pajamas?
Well, lingerie is one thing. Pajamas is something totally different. I I
That's
can't.
still
I
pajamas
have.
though. That's still
I
pajamas.
haven't seen no sexy pajamas. I've
What?
What?
seen some
What? Yeah, right.
not pajamas, not pajamas. I seen sexy lingerie, but sexy
Shame on you.
pajamas. Come on.
Yeah, yeah, I know firsthand.
Oh, okay. Well, then you gonna have to show me them because pajamas. I mean,
They got it for men
nah.
and women.
Okay. Well, I got to see them. I mean, if you're talking about a nice set of silk pajamas that the man is wearing, whether they shorts or pants and the shirt, and the woman got a nice silk set of pajamas that is they nice and they silk, they look good, they fit real good,
Mhm.
or that's something like that. Okay, but see, I consider that lingerie. I don't even consider that pajama. When I say pajamas, I'm talking about when they walking around with the cotton pants on that look like um they feel like jogging pants, but they pajamas. And then they got on the shirt that matches it, and
Oh,
it
the
just
flannel.
yeah, yeah. Man, come on, man, that's pajamas. When you put them on, look, I tell my I tell my wife, I say, when you see me with these on, I don't want none. That's just true. When I see you with them on, you telling me you don't want none. So that, that's an understanding we got. So if you see me walking around in it, hey, I ain't trying to be with you tonight.
Now you say her pajamas and lingerie is the birthday suit.
Hey, hey, I love that even better because that's telling me that yeah, you definitely want to be with me tonight. But if you walking around, I mean, you got on these flannel pajamas or whatever, and you got a bonnet on your head, and you telling me, look, I don't feel like being bothered, so don't ask.
Right? Um, as a married man and as a married woman, how often should Mr. Nasty Time be?
Oh, don't even go there with me, man. I tell you, whew, I
Everybody
tell
say the
you,
same thing.
that's the that's the biggest problem
Either
that.
every
No, no,
day or
listen.
three
All
times
right.
a week.
I see. I ain't want to say it loud,
But
but I want to see what they gonna say.
see, that's the thing, because you know, even though a lot of men we try to be greedy and say every day, no, you know what? Really, no, I don't want it every day. And then, but I want it more than three times a week because the thing is, like, if we go to bed tonight and we do it maybe three times, I'm good for a couple of days. So it's got to be more than three times a week, but it need to be a whole lot less than once every day, because once every day, now I can't commit myself to that because sometimes I get on work and I get home, I'm tired. I don't even want to be bothered, touched, talked to, or nothing.
Mm.
you know, is every? I mean, do I think every day? I don't think every day is mandatory, but who knows? I mean, you may have to.
Yeah, I mean, and see, and that's where you come in, like I said, where you compromise. Because if you have a woman that wants it
Mhm.
every day, as a man, your job is to give it to her because if you cannot do it, then what ends up happening is you're not satisfied. And how many times have you walked there, or I ain't saying you, or I'm just saying anybody, person walk there and they see their wife in there playing with a toy and then they get mad.
Uh,
Be- be-
shit, I can
You know
imagine.
what? You know why you get
What?
because you
Why
get
would you
mad
be
because you feel
mad?
like I'm not doing my job, so you got to get a toy. Yeah, it makes you mad. So that's the thing. Because how you gonna feel if she doing because she told you that, yeah, I have to have it every day. But as a man, you saying, no, I can't do this every day. So yeah, you know what? My wife told me, yeah, she had to have it every day. Then you know what? I got to suck it up, put my big boy pants on, and do what I gotta do. Because if I walked in and she was playing with a toy, um, I'm pissed. That's just like, how would you think that
I
your
can
wife
agree.
would feel if you walked in, if she walked in, and you was sitting there looking at porno and playing with yourself? Oh, she gonna be pissed. She gonna like, hold on, you got a whole woman here,
Yeah.
but you deciding to play with yourself? I'm telling you, it's that's why I was like I said, it should be with that. It's no right or wrong answer. It should be with each person after y'all sit down and communicate with each other and y'all decide that, okay, well, yeah, this is what we want to do. But I don't think that you should have to make appointments for it. You know,
Hey,
I mean,
I got a sidebar real fast. That brings me to the time my wife told me she believes soon a man woman leaves, all he gonna do is jack off when he at home by himself.
Yeah, I do think that. I
and you, but that's the thing. If you think that your man is jacking off when he's home by himself, then you need to ask yourself two questions. Okay, before you left, did you satisfy him? Because if you satisfied him, he ain't gonna do it. Or you need to ask your question: am I taking care of him the way that he's supposed to be taken care of? That's the whole thing. That's not a man. That's a woman too. That you know, a man can say, "Yeah, I believe as soon as I go on this road trip or I'm going somewhere, she gonna pull old Harry out the dresser drawer and her and you know and Harry and you know and let's be honest, as men, we can't compete with Harry. You know why? Because Harry got batteries. I ain't got a battery in my back. Harry can go. Harry can go forever.
Right?
But
And
as a man, we can't. We got a time limit. Hey, I'm gonna tell you like Bernie Mac said, hey, you got 20 good seconds. And
my
then
you
I'm done and
said
I'm going to sleep.
you said maybe the man just wanna whack off.
But if he's being pleased, why would he? Unless it now it's some people in this world that has a condition. Like even if y'all remember Kurt Franklin used to have a condition like that.
Yeah.
I
Where
know
he had to watch porn and he had to do this. And yeah, it was a big public thing because
Mhm.
you know he loved it. I mean, because but then you have to sit back and think about, oh, okay, well, is his wife doing what she's supposed to be doing? Because if you got a man that's every day, as soon as you leave the house, he up there trying to be playing with himself and watching porn. There's something that's wrong at the house. Every day, no. I mean, like
She's
me and my wife had a conversation. We wanted to watch porn. Let's watch it together.
Mayu asked you, what if he is being pleased? He
If
still
he is being played, then he got a problem.
he
I
just
forgot.
can't like doing it.
Right. I forgot the word that they use for it. There's somebody who does that every day. It's a word. Oh, he a nympho.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
If if he's getting it on a regular basis, but he still feel like he still ain't sexually gratified enough. That, like we said from the beginning, that's a conversation that need to be had amongst you and him, and you need to come to that person, whether it's the man or the woman, and say, well, what else do I need to do to please you? Because apparently what we're doing ain't pleasing to you.
Or maybe she might just have to let him do that. That's
But
better. That's better than
And
cheating.
right. And it is better than cheating, but the thing is, you got to get to the root of why this is going on. Right. Because some men have to have it 2 or 3 times a day. Some men only need it once a month. Some men only need it once a year. I mean, it just depends on
I
who
don't
you
know
with.
either, man. Once a year,
Well,
shit.
yeah.
you
Well,
must
well, I'll be
be
honest.
rolling.
I'll be honest.
Once a
You know,
year.
you say you don't know these men, but actually, you know one of these guys. So some people they're just that way. Some people don't need it that often. Some people just say, I mean, I'm good if I get it, I'm good if I don't. But they rare and hard to find in between. So it's not like every guy that you say, because you know, we as men, we got big egos. We got to sit down and tell you, know, how often we knocking it out the park and we doing this and we doing that. But some men just rather be sitting in front of their TV watching sports all day or playing a video game all day. I mean, so it's not like that all men are that way, but a lot of us are.
Right. Um. I. I. Who appetite is more. Is it women or men?
Women,
I would think
women honestly, truly want the affection more than men do. And that's because women by birth are nurturers. That's what they was born to do. That's what God designed them for. They had a nurturing side of 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 us as humans. Men, we do it for sexual gratification.
Um. I like being touched. I like for my wife to touch me and and hug on me and rub on me, and so um it got to be more men like me out there. So it got to be a 50-50. It is kind of hard to say
50-50 for what?
who desires it more.
I
Um,
just say you can't just answer.
I I think I think it got to be 50-50 too, because
But you
I'm
say
listening.
that, but who are the nurturers? Women are.
Men
I
can be
mean,
too.
it and see, and that's what I'm trying to tell you. Yes, we can be, but so many of us men are trying to be you know, we're trying to make it seem like, you know, there's a saying out there, that they used to be, uh, back in the olden days, you know, real men don't cry. But
Yeah,
I
I
can
hate
tell
that.
you truly, real men do cry. That's what shows that you're a real man, because that shows that you have emotions. But a lot of us men, we've been bred to believe that we have to be the one to stand up and show, that we both, because you know we're designed to be the protectors, and we're designed to be the head. And as the head, if we was taught that if you started crying, then you look weak, and you're not a provider, or you're not the head of something because you broke down. And that's what we tend to do a lot of time as men. And that's where the problem comes in, because we was designed that way. That's the way we was taught to be. And now our women want us to show them emotions, and so and to tie that into what you just said, yeah, okay, when you so we don't want to be all what touchy feely. I mean, yeah, we do it to get with a person because we know that they don't like it. But then it gets to the point that we converts back to the way that we were, and we really don't want to be touched, and you don't really want to be bothered a lot of times. So you don't want to touchy feely. But then you do run across a few men that they actually love to be touched and groped and and all of that.
Right. And I cry. I ain't gonna hold you. I cry.
And you
And
should.
it's for no rhyme or reason sometimes. It
And
is.
you should.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
you remember we had a conversation, me and you had a conversation a while back, and I told you should have been out real men do cry.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, and I had to learn that because my thing is I could go to a funeral of somebody that I truly care for, not shed a tear, sit there, joke about it, whatever, do whatever. Yeah. But I had to learn and I had to be taught that what, it's all right to let it go because you know what, you keep all of this stuff bottled up inside of you, and then all of a sudden you go off when you release it, it you hurt somebody that's close to you because the thing is now you're mad and you finally can't hold it in no more. So now you're just going off on everybody. And I've been in that situation because I used to could never express how I felt